This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Wolverines will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. So Michigan State will be in a hole thanks to that short return. A state divided. They started playing for the Paul Bunyan Trophy, the big wooden lumberjack, back in the early 50s when Sparty joined the Big Ten.
And it's so nice to have you, Reese, to have all those data from when you were in high school and when you were in college back in the 50s. And you know the records so well of these games, but it matters. And their comments fly week to week for these guys, Michigan, Michigan State, and it is intense and the hatred runs deep.
Can you just imagine Reese riding to school in his Ford Model T back in the day? How nice that would have been, just putting along and getting to school, making sure all his homework's done, just looking like the man on campus. I'll tell you, there's a lot of familiarity in this game. A lot of these high school players grew up playing with or against each other, so it just adds an extra layer to this rivalry.
Comes out throwing on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And into the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sparty. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wolverines offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to...
Open runway ahead. He's at the 30. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Hauls it in. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They want to throw it. They're bringing heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. On second down, they'll take to the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads it downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Michigan 0.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parachek. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. On second down, he'll let it fly. He finds his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Spartans are on the move. They'll throw it on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Second down after that incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Going up top on first down. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Coming after it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It is good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fired in there, but incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Johnson.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. 1st down here for the offense. They think there's room to run to the right here. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Just drives it between the uprights. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Complete downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The back goes in motion. To the air on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Wide out in motion. Barrels ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. He'll do it himself. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Spartans. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Wuerffel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arkansas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. He's loose down the left side. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Michigan!
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
They knock him down right there. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Takes the easy one to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on, be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 3rd down, going up top. Working that left side now. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll immediately call timeout. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pirouettes away from the defense. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have two longtime foes separated by 65 miles battling for a prize like the Paul Bunyan Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff to the single running back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 35, he's got room. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Looking to throw on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man. It's Morgan. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
The play action fake. Getting some heat. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Dialing up a second down pass play. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground game.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward, he's got 4 down to the 35. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Michigan State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 10 over Rutgers. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking to throw, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Grabbed behind the line. It's Parachek. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using the quick game. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Going to the running game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Give to the running back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Parachek. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Spartans will try to pick it up on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Trying to get to him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's caught. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of times those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people. And you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team. And that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward in order to get the W. They did just that. They're talented. They're obviously motivated. I can't wait to see how they follow this up in their next game.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.